brush I have is a small eyeshadow brush from Bath & Body Works. I've had this for about 8 years, I think. They don't sell brushes anymore, but really nice handle, very good quality brushes if you can find some old ones, you know. But I use this as a concealer brush actually, and it works good with my MAC Studio Finish concealer. And I prefer this over using a concealer brush. I just like it better. And I have another one from Bath & Body Works also. This is a larger eyeshadow brush, and it's very soft too. And this is good for a highlight. Okay, this is the Everyday Minerals eyeshadow brush that I got for free. I got 2 of them. I got them with my eyeshadow kits. And these are really longer. They're longer than all of my other brushes. Let's see. They're really longer. And these are eyeshadow brushes, but I do not like them as eyeshadow brushes. They're more like concealer brushes. So I use these with my bases, my Revlon Illuminance cream shadows. These are really good to just, you know, stick in there and blend it on your eye. You don't want to really stick your fingers in there in your makeup. So yeah, these are good concealer brushes. You could probably use it with your mineral concealer makeup too, or whatever, your MAC Studio Finish concealer. Yeah, but not very good eyeshadow brushes. And do not use these wet because the edge gets all jagged and it just doesn't cover well. This is the Bare Escentuals wet dry eyeshadow brush, and this is $18. I really like this brush. It's really soft and dense, but for $18, if you compare it with the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, the handle is a little longer on the e.l.f. and it's pretty much the same thing. The e.l.f. one is a little wider, but it's still as dense as the Bare Minerals one. And this is $1 and this is $18, so I'm going to recommend the e.l.f. one if you can find it. Good brush right here, but $18, go for the $1 one. Same quality, you know. Also, I have 4 e.l.f. eyeshadow brushes, and I like to reserve one for wet application. And I don't like to mix up my brushes, so what I did was put a little dot of nail polish on the ferrule, and I covered it with a little clear nail polish so I can tell them apart since they all look the same. So that's just a little tip. Okay, what brush did I not talk about yet? My favorite blending brush from Long's Drug. It's a dual-ended brush, and this is $4.99 also. And this is called the Crease and Smudge brush. On one end is a smudger, but I don't use this part because it's kind of hard and doesn't really work well. So that works out because I could stick it into my Sephora inspired brush holder. But the other end, it's a nice domed shape fluffy brush. This is a very good blending brush. The only thing about it is that it shed a lot the first time I used it. When I washed it the first time, it didn't really shed, but when I used it the first time, a lot of the little wispy hairs were falling on my cheek. And about the second time I used it, only about 2 hairs came out. And after that, it doesn't really shed at all. But this is $5. I got it on sale, 25% off. This is a really good blending brush. If you can find a Long's again, I highly recommend it if you can get past the fallout stage. I have my 2 Sonia Kashuk brushes from Target, and I forgot how much these cost. And these are the ones with the light blue handles. And these are more flat type of brushes. Do you see that? So, you know, they're pretty good for making like the outer V, if you want to do that, or for packing on color. But I like using the e.l.f. brush or the Bare Escentuals wet eyeshadow brush, wet dry eyeshadow brush better because it's denser and it picks up more color than the flat type of brushes. And the last brush that I haven't talked about yet is the Brow and Lash Comb, which everybody should have one. This is just one from the Body Shop. And you know, it's good for your eyebrows. If you don't want to use the spoolie on your eyebrows, you can use one of these brushes, but everybody needs a lash comb, I think. Every time you use mascara, you should comb out your lashes to get out the clumps if there is any clumps. It just makes it fuller and nicer. So yeah, this is just a regular brown lash comb. And I think I talked about all of my brushes already. I do have a retractable kabuki brush, but I cannot find that right now. So these are my updated brush holders right here. And you know, people spend a lot of money on their brushes and they invest a lot of time washing them and cleaning them. So I like to keep them in here where I can cover them because it gets kind of dusty in my room, and especially now that I have my fan on because it's hot, it gets really dustier in here. So I just like to protect my brushes. These are my good brushes, my favorite brushes in here. So I keep them in here, and then I have another one too right here for my e.l.f. brushes and some other brushes I don't really care about. This one is going to be retired. And I don't find that this Colorfill from Michaels, I don't think it scratches the handles of my brushes. One thing about it is that it really holds things up well. Like, see this little brush right here? It will hold it up nice and straight and firmly. What you could do with your Sephora inspired brush holders is that you can make a lip gloss holder. You don't have to always put brushes in here. These are just the lip glosses that I use most often, and I just stuck them in there with some few lip pencils, and these are just some random eyeliners. But yeah, it just makes it more readily available. And oh, I forgot to talk about the lip brush. Let me go find my other lip brush. Okay, lip brushes. This is a retractable lip brush from Bath & Body Works. Again, they don't sell brushes anymore. And you stick the cap on the back and it pushes out the brush. And this is another one from Sephora. It's a covered lip brush. If I were to recommend a lip brush, please get a covered lip brush because you could take it with you anywhere. And they have lip brushes that are not covered, but you can't really take it with you. You know, it's going to get really messy. For the retractable lip brush, you know, you could load your lip gloss on there, but once you put it in there and you take the cap off, it's gonna go back into the handle where it will get all gunky and messy. So that's not very good for travel. I would recommend just a covered lip brush like this with a cap, where you could load like your lip gloss on it and take it with you, and you can do little touch-ups, you know, at the restaurant if you want to, or just anywhere, at work, at school, whatever. So this is from Sephora, and I don't remember how much this cost. So that's my brush video, guys, and if you have any questions, just send me a YouTube message. I don't mind them, or you can comment. And if you've seen anything else in my other videos that I have not reviewed, or you want me to swatch, you know, just let me know. I'll be happy to do it for you. So thanks for watching again, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.